Three finalists are brought to the center of a large flat field. Three finalists are brought to the center of a large flat field. Three finalists in a contest are brought to the center of a large flat field. Three finalists in a contest are brought to the center of a large flat field. Each is given a meter stick, a compass, a calculator, and a shovel. A shovel. Each is given a meter stick, a compass, a calculator, a shovel, and then you open a bracket. And you open a bracket. What you write in the brackets before you close them is in a different order for each contestant. And in a different order for each contestant. You close the bracket after that contestant. The following three displacements. The following three displacements. So you list them. And in a different order for each contestant, the following three displacements. Then you say 72.4 meters, 32 degrees east of north. 72.4 meters, 32 degrees east of north. That's the first one. Then number two, 57.3 meters, 36 degrees south of west. 57.3 meters, 36 degrees south of west. The third and the last one is 17.8 meters straight south. 17.8 meters straight south. 17.8 meters straight south. The three displacements lead to a point where the keys to a new Bugatti are buried. The three displacements lead to a point where the keys to a new Bugatti are buried. Full stop. Two contestants start measuring immediately. Two contestants start measuring immediately. Two contestants start measuring immediately. But the winner first calculates where to go. But the winner first calculates where to go. What does she calculate? What does she calculate? So this question, we'll explain it here on how to go about it. Then as usual, I'll write it in ink, then mwala ipokedela ilelisa. Mwa mfate?
Sir.
Namulemba is a question.
Yes, Anaklemba, could you kindly repeat the last statement?
2 contestants start measuring immediately, but the winner first calculates where to go. 2 contestants start measuring immediately, but the winner first calculates where to go. What does she calculate? What does she calculate? Mwalemba nomba de? Kind guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So now, this is an applied question. Taipuswa hiyo. Taipuswa. Ngowasambe ulisambe ka physics, especially kwa tikale sambili kwa fibuno kuna poma vectors. This is one of the questions that are very common. So the first thing, guys, is for that question you have to draw a compass. So draw a compass on your paper, north to south, which is a straight line up and down. You know it, eh? Up is north and down is south. You draw that. Then you also draw a horizontal line crossing that vertical line, which is a north-south line. Draw a vertical line from left to right. So arrows. I'm sure you know the arrows mean you can go as far as you can. It can even go to the end of the world. Type wide and it's ikonka nyapo fye yafi. Tefyo. Namukonga guys, eh? Have you drawn? Hi guys.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So something like this. Have you drawn? North, south, east, west. Have you drawn now? Hi guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the first displacement? These ones are called displacements. Why? Because there's a direction there to say south of west, north of west. Any distance that has a direction is a displacement. So that's supposed to be the case. So if someone no, so displacement is up. If we don't want to got the direction, then this one is what in a displacement. Sometimes, if it's on the horizontal axis, also if there's a negative value, also sangati negative 20 meters. That is a displacement also. Why? Because we know that south and west are negative directions, north and east are positives. So if someone puts a negative value, then now because north, now wasalandati to anything that has a direction, like it's showing where this thing is going, then that is a displacement. But if it's just 50 meters, the car covered 50 meters, then that is distance. So you must reason like that all the time, that a displacement always has direction. Are you getting it? So now, what one is the first vector? Greek. So which one is the first one? Mebo. Hello?
72.4 meters of 32 degrees east of north.
East of north. So your word of north means the angle is subtended from the north going to the east. 32 degrees. The angle is subtended from the north. So north is so elo angle yaya ku east lubali. Are you getting? So when you say of north, means the angle is drawn from the north axis. So you draw from the north, 32 degrees. You're not drawing to scale, don't have a protractor with you. Don't draw to scale naga protractor, no. Kukalanga fikamanga fetadimbi kuti 32 degrees. Now it's okay. So that's why we write 72.4. Then this is 32 degrees. Like this. I'm sure I'm going to solve one for a Bugatti. Have you seen what I've done? So FA people are of north. Then here number 2, Nchan. Which one is the second angle? Guys, in the Shenko.
37.3 meters, 36 degrees south of west.
So, Mami, from what I've explained about the east of north, where do you think the angle should be drawn from? Hello?
Between south and west.
And then I explained on how to draw 72.4 meters, 32 degrees east of north. I said the one where it says of north is where the angle is subtended from. Now the second one, what do you think we should do? Mute guys, network yaloba.
So the angle if we ambida
Answer in English for your friends. I'm the only one who's allowed to go on Chibembe Chamakasana, not if you're Kutila. Mulondo Leonce answer Muchibemba Tata, Babaka Pat. So
okay,
explain
sir.
properly.
Yes, sir. I was saying that
yes.
Yes, sir. That it would be 36 degrees, which would be the angle. Then it would, the angle will start from west to south. The arc from west to south.
From west to south. So this line to the west, which is to the left, Devon, then you go down, Devon. Then you go at him down. Okay, to go down is to go south. So that's how you draw. So this is it, 36 degrees. And then this one is 57.3 meters. So west Iyuku, then you draw a line going down. So remember, you can even put the of in red. You can put the of west, the of shani in red. So that you remember that always when you say, maybe say south of east or east of south, it means the one that is of something, like of east, it means the angle will be drawn from that direction. Are you following, guys? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are following.
So, yes. So the last one is, what is the last one?
The last one is just a straight line, which is 17.8 meters south.
17.8 meters what south. Meaning apata pa diango, momba apata pa diango. I always have a story in. I found some guys who are doing this question, and it had the 4 displacement, in fact 5 years. So now asa draw yonse yako itama angles. Onish pariati, pari nangwati 20 meters east. Mwayumvade? Ero asa na draw yonse correct. Ero asa imyoko woko. Nshindu kutari mu exam ho. Ero asa landati. Ero imyoko woko nokusankongera nokusanje batisa. Ngamwabika pofe yango hapa nishinadya nokulya. Alefo ango padi straight east. Mama na ma students for mwashupa de. Tapadi ango but yore for ango. If you mango now swatila sana. So even this one when someone says straight south, meaning the line you just draw it parapene muri south idaini. You just make a board line somewhere there. So it's 17.8 meters south. So pari south parapene epa could draw an angle. So you say 17.8 meters. 17.8 meters. So this is the case. Ninka draw from the origin. Everything is drawn from the origin here. So remember that the east is the zero line for angles, but the 0.04 points for quadrants is the origin, where the cross, where these things are meeting, all of them. So to go straight south is to go straight line down. Then that's all. So you've drawn. To draw this is to do 3/4 of the work. What does she calculate?
I can't see anything here.
You can't see anything. Nishifoni taidi wino mayo chose. I've said I'll repost this, but we are doing this for learning purposes. Namuyumvate? Namumva bachibuza? I'll repost this.
Yes, sir.
Nana posta master kuba bika fe bedera pada. Kai start master na nyoba teachers for the register. You should always be going there to show that we have learned today. Mwayumvate? Nana ina ma notes nde bika po ino. Because the advanced register is not working. It can't do theta. It can't do alpha. So it's very difficult to teach physics. Even degrees, win of a theta, you can't. So what I do is I'll put some notes just there for utuma summaries for you to somebody but nama not some PDFs. But the actual learning is what we're doing here. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So now guys, this is the case. Chose, have you seen now a bit of something?
Yes, I'm able to see now.
You should get the explanation more. Now, what does she calculate? Who knows what she calculates? Who knows what she calculates, guys? Anyone?
So isn't it the magnitude?
My magnitude. What about your magnitude? Magnitude means size. What's vector term?
Isn't it the distance, sir? Distance.
Oh my guys, remember the what? Richard?
I think it calculates the displacement.
No, guys, what's the name of what it is? The sum of all these vectors we have here. The resultant.
We are trying to find the resultant.
You are finding the what team? The resultant.
Resultant.
Yes. So to find the resultant for this question, it's I know Mambo question. I can't do 30 minutes. I don't do a question number testing. The 30 minutes is because it's slow. They don't do a slow intake and questions. But when you start solving these things, you realize that you can even do it in 5 minutes. So the first thing you do is to understand the quadrants. Did you do all students take chemistry in your school? Did you do the all students take chemistry? Eh?
Yes.
The one that says it
No, sir.
in the first quadrant.
Not everyone.
Yes. So the first quadrant, all the functions, cos, sine, tan, are positive. Remember that? In the second one, only sine is what? Positive. Third one, only tan is positive. Fourth one, only cos. All students take chemistry. But all that doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter. The only thing that we emphasize here is that are you amateurs or my skilled mathematicians? Give me.
We are amateurs, sir.
You're skilled mathematicians, eh? Always, guys, remember, one of the things that I have to explain to you is that if you have, did you know that cos 20 and sin 70 are equal? Did you know? Cos 20 equals, na sin 70 equals. Did you know that they are equal? Did you know?
No, sir.
Yeah?
I personally don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't know.
Okay. What I'm trying to explain, a particular typhoon, I'm sure this is ni Zulu, is it? Zulu.
Zimba.
Zimba, de? A Fimofine. Fimofine. Guys, then some people, particularly quite a profile in Moin. Golden Warrior, Nachangwe Walanda, ni Walanda. But you cooperate on the profile. Nish guys is talking here. Nish is talking here, so he profile. I have no profile way. So now, guys, I was saying, Zimba. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ba Ezekiel Nish, mwepo kwenye motoka. Kuna mvula kachonga.
No, man. You.
Okay, umfweni nomba ndondolole. Guys, I'm only remaining with 10 minutes. I'm only remaining with 10 minutes. So let me explain. If you have two angles, Ezekiel, Ezekiel, ichongo tata bali.
Is there a way of how you can remove him from the lesson?
Angalindani wathi uyubhala wewe.
Ni motoka kwata kwete. So when guys, I've managed to mute him. Kuti mwasanga nimbina ingirana kunchende vero mwasanga mudemove. What I was trying to say
sir.
is that if you have two angles and they add up to 90, the sine of one is equal to the cos of the other one. If you have two angles and they add up to 90, e.g. 30 and 60, 20 and 70, 25 and 65, as long as these two are adding up to 90, the sine of one angle is equal to the cos of the other one, meaning sine 30 is equal to cos 60. And then when you do sine 45 and cos 45, you get the same thing. Why? Because 45 plus 45 is 90. So if you have two angles and they add up to 90, the sine of one is equal to the cosine of the other one. Are you getting? So now, so upper more quadrant. So this is 360 degrees. You're saying 360 degrees. Then you're saying quadrant is 90. The first one quadrant is 90. The other quadrant is 90. The other quadrant is 90. The other quadrant is 90. So what you always do is if you have an angle on top, you just move it at the bottom there. So that when you do your SOHCAHTOA, I'm sure you know SOHCAHTOA, isn't it? SOHCAHTOA is sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. So now what we are looking for is kusangama components. We find the x components and the y components. So you do a table where you say x and y x and y, x ni horizontal. Each vector we've drawn here has two components, especially these ones with angles, except this one which is direct south. But to draw, you do x is horizontal, y is vertical. So always remember that aspect. So we are finding apato sangapo x na y, na pana po x na y. Then a parife y, tapadi x yo, kai it's on the vertical line, padi year number 3. So that's the aspect. So you should remember, now that all students take chemistry, you can even just be saying this x is going to the right, so it's positive. That y is going up, so it's what positive. But then when you come padi muri quadrant, the x is going to the left, so it's negative. The y is going down, so it's what? Negative also. Because we said up and right are positive, left and down are negative. So meaning this one is also negative. So you list them in a table for you to solve them properly. Ngawapia wemwe kuchua kachafe direct. But you can list them on the table. You make a table to say x and y. You say x and y. So how do you get x? So lembeni, padi x here first. The angle is this side. The angle is this side. So x, if the angle is subtended with a vertical, then the x, you say 72.4 sine 32. 72.4 sine 32. Then for the y, you say 72.4 cos 32. So what I was saying was that ngoli wa mwenso tuwasanga fiango idi hapa because ni 58. So that when you ngawabika x na y, you know that x for you will always be cos. Then y for you will always be sine, even without looking so if it's sticker. Then for the next one, the angle is with the horizontal. You draw the horizontal line. With the vertical, I've said x is sine, y is cos. So hapa namba malabika for 57.3 cos 36. Hello? Yeah. Yes. I'm in class, boy. So this, for the next one, the values will be negative. Why? Because they're in that quadrant where x is to the left and y is down. Then the last y will just be negative 17.8. Negative 17.8. So then what you do, I'll solve it, Malaimon. What you do is you add, when you solve these values, you find the answers to one decimal point. Yes, mom. I'm teaching your friends. Okay. So apa, then you get guys apa, and then value, you also get a value there, a total. Then you use now which one is that? Pythagoras theorem.
Daddy.
Yeah. It's a paper. About the some bit of Ombole. Balu de sheko, balu de sheko. Yeah, but there's some bit. Ombole. Okay. So you add, guys. Then when you add, you use Pythagoras theorem to find the resultant. Then you also use tan, because this is x and y, meaning it's opposite and adjacent. Use tan to find the angle. The first thing that I will advise is you draw it first, then solve.